Welcome, it's my dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. And today I thought I would talk a little bit about stealth mechanics in 3.14, kind of how they work, like a brief overview. There's some much better videos out there that goes into much more detail on how all of that really works. So I will leave it up to them most likely to give you the exact details, but we'll just kind of basically cover a little bit of an overview and just kind of give you a demonstration on two different ways stealth can work and can hurt you as well. So I am in a Ghost, a Hornet Ghost. And now, right now on the PTU, everybody can get almost every ship. So definitely take advantage of that. Plus they're testing out Xeno Threat, which my org attempted to do last night. And they did Nine Tails this afternoon as well. I do want to apologize that I have not done many videos over the last week or so. I've just been so busy with work, and I've got some things coming up. I will be probably taking about a week off coming up in August as well. So I do apologize ahead of time for that. If I can get some videos set up beforehand, I will. But with my work schedule, that may not be very likely. So here you can see that I am flying towards this bounty that I'm doing. This is a very low bounty. It's not supposed to be anything very difficult. This Hornet Ghost, I have fully grade A components for stealth with the exception of the quantum drive. That thing is only a C stealth. But everything else is A stealth. I'm also outfitted with 3 lightning bolt size 3 cannons. I wanted to do a ballistic setup for this thing, maybe ballistic scatter guns, but I did not have them, and it was going to take some time to purchase them in the PTU due to where I was at. I already spent a lot of time trying to just get over here for this bounty, so I just didn't go with that setup. But in the future, I do plan on doing like a fully ballistic or scatter gun setup to see how well it works in combat. And as you can see, I am already about 5,000 away from this guy, and he doesn't notice me. I will get a radar lock on me here when I get a little closer, but it's his buddy that I think that hits me. Here it is. So I was about, what, 3,500 away from him, somewhere in there. And his buddy finally started noticing me. So I got relatively close with this Ghost before I was spotted. Now, there's a lot of things you can do with that kind of information. Some missiles will actually fire from longer ranges. You could dumbfire one and they would never even know you were there. And you'll see actually in the second part of this video, I'm able to sneak up on a bounty and not dumbfire the missile, but actually lock on and send it. And he had no clue I was even there. I was able to lock 2 missiles on. So there are some major benefits to stealth gameplay. Now, if you are a player and you are worried about somebody sneaking up on you, you can actually go over to your scanning system and send out an active ping to try to figure out where they're at. Right now, passive scanning works if EM signatures are a certain level. Like, you will detect them within your sensor range, which is relatively long. You saw I was able to detect that guy from a long ways away, and he wasn't moving around or anything. So, yeah. Now, active sensors will detect most ships within a certain range, and they will also give away your presence. So if you do an active ping, which I accidentally did, they may give away your presence to the enemy. So keep that in mind. If you don't want your enemy to know where you're at, then you're probably not going to do an active ping. If they know where you're at, but you can't see them, then that's the time to throw that active ping out there and try to catch them. Or if you feel like you've got a superior craft or dogfighting capability, you can actively ping for your enemies before taking them on. Like I said, this Ghost was pretty good as far as the stealth mechanics. Now, How is it flying? Well, okay, so there is still desync on the PTU. That's still an issue. It's still there. I noticed it a lot last night during Xenothreat, and a couple of times during my dogfights with the enemies in this particular video. So desync can throw a wrench in the works if you're a fixed pilot. Honestly, I have not done too much gimbaled weapons so far in the PTU. I haven't had much of a chance. Fixed weapons, it can be difficult to get shots on target. There is some aim assist, but it's honestly, it's not as good as you could hope for. You could hope that the control's better, but this too may be partly my joystick. I have something like a 20-year-old joystick, and I think the motor's going out on it. I think it's starting to go downhill, so I definitely need to be in the market for a new joystick. Maybe one of the newer, fancier Virpil or VKB joysticks, because they're pretty awesome. I'm impressed with both those companies. But yeah, it'd be nice to get my hands on one of those and see how they compare to my older sticks, and see if it would actually help me with some of the aiming in these particular dogfights. Now again, I don't know if it's my joystick or desync, or I just suck. I was having some problems with this Aurora, and part of it can be attributed to the new ammo system on energy weapons, which, repeaters go real quick. Cannons it feels good with cannons. I can understand the limitations that they may have, but it felt good on this Ghost with these lightning cannons, these Asperia cannons. So I don't have a whole lot of complaints about that. Now, repeaters, it seems like there should be a lot more ammo for them, and I'm sure they'll find a balance. They're constantly trying to work on the balance for this, and they will continue for many, many, many patches. So don't expect anything you see yet to be final in the game. I did see a really good video by InfoRunners just earlier today that was talking about the Perseus. That's a ship I'd like to talk about in a future video and my thoughts on it. I can say that I've had people run turrets for me in 3.14, and they get a nice amount of ammo for them. Anything with a turret is going to have an advantage, most likely, over your single seat fighter. So keep that in mind. You're going to have to actually think about your combats, your fights that you take in the persistent universe when 3.14 drops, because unless you can out stealth them and get some big shots with missiles and guns on them, you're gonna have a hard time taking on a bigger ship or a ship with multiple turrets. It's just the nature of the game. And with Xenothreat, we had a really hard time with the Idris. You really need some torpedo boats coming in there to take it on. Otherwise, you just got to take out the fighters to make it run away. And the system still needs tweaking. That's what I'm gonna say. Stealth is okay. It's going to be worked over some more too. Count on it. But I kind of like the way that the scanning system is starting to turn out. I will tell you, when 3.14 launches, you're going to have to check your binds, your key binds, because there's a few changes. I know that some of my old controller keybinds don't match up very well with the new keybinds for scanning and whatnot. So keep that in mind. As you can see, I'm actually scanning the targets here. He doesn't even know I'm here, and I launched 2 missiles and I was able to take him out. I think the first one did it, and the second one was superfluous. Hey guys, thank you for tuning in and watching the video. What do you guys think of the stealth mechanics just from this video and from some of the other videos that you've seen? Do you think that it's going to be in a really good place in 3.14? Like I said, I know it's going to get some more work. It needs more work. The dogfighting stuff needs more work. But all in all, I don't have a lot of complaints about 3.14. It's headed in a right direction, at least. So guys, if you want to contribute to this channel, please check out my Patreon and YouTube members. You can actually join those. I'll have it in the description of the video. Also, you can join the Texas Space Navy. my org Texas. That'll be in the description of the video as well. And if you're new to the game, it looks like a game you might want to get into, which, by the way, a lot of Elite Dangerous folks are moving over to Star Citizen now, if you haven't noticed. So it's a good time to get in. I have a referral code that will be in the description of the video as well. So definitely check that out. You can also contribute to the channel by watching the ads all the way through and clicking on the ads. That definitely goes a long ways to helping me out. And last month, you guys came in big for me in a big way. And because of y'all, I was able to make payments on all the bills I have and stuff. So I certainly do appreciate you guys contributing. You really don't know how much it really truly helps. In the last year and a half, 2 years, you guys have saved my bacon. So thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. And I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy. I'll see you out in the verse.